I never thought about making cheese at home until I tasted this milk from a local dairy. It was so delicious. And so I tried to investigate why it was so good, and this is what they told me. And I believe it. First of all, it's from a small herd that's grass-fed, organic grass. And it's that pasteurized, small batches, lower temperature. It's not homogenized. And well, this stuff just tastes so rich. I think it tastes exactly what milk should taste like. So I thought, could we distill that in a simple way into a cheese, a fresh cheese that would capture the deliciousness of all of that milk? So it came up with ricotta because that's the easiest cheese to make. It's an acid-set cheese, not a rennet-set cheese, meaning that it's within the grasp of every single person. So I'm going to show you how to make it. First of all, this is not homogenized, so I should shake it a little bit. And I'm going to pour it into a large, heavy pan. This takes a full gallon of milk. I mean, if you're going to make cheese at home, you might as well make enough to last for a little while. Second ingredient is a quart of buttermilk. This will add some beautiful richness, a developed cultured flavor. And then we're going to set it with acid. Some people will set it with citric acid, but I don't care for the flavor of that as much as I do some fresh squeezed lime juice. So I need a half a cup of fresh lime juice. The lime juice goes into the milk mixture. Turn it on to about a medium heat, and we're going to stir it gently for a little while. Let it slowly rise to 190 degrees. You'll need a thermometer to be able to do this accurately. That took about 20 minutes for that to slowly come up to that 190 degrees. Now you can notice that you have your cheese curds, your ricotta curds here on the top, and using a skimmer, that's the easiest way for me to do that. I'm going to scoop those curds off. Over here I have a colander that's lined with damp cheesecloth set over a bowl. Out of this gallon of milk, we should get about a pound of ricotta. Now it looks like I've gotten all the curd out of there. The way, well, maybe it goes to your dog, into the plants, I don't know, but there's really not a lot more that we could do with that. The curd, we will allow to drain for about 30 minutes or so until you get the consistency that you like. I like this ricotta to stay a little bit creamy, so 30 minutes is plenty for me. If you wanted to let it go further so you could crumble it up over a salad, then maybe you'll let it drain for an hour. I like to refrigerate it for at least 30 minutes to set the curd before I use it for anything. When you've got cheese this delicious, well, maybe it should be the first bite that you offer to your guests. I'll show you a little appetizer that you can make with these beautiful beets that I brought from the farmer's market and that fresh made ricotta. Now we're going to flavor this with ancho chile. So that's going to be my first step, is to prepare that ancho. And I'm going to just cut the stem of it off like that. Dump out the seeds. And cut them into small pieces. Now we're going to need to toast these anchos. So I'm going to heat some olive oil in a skillet over kind of medium to medium high heat. A little more olive oil than you might expect here, about 3 tablespoons. And when that's hot, I'll add the anchos all at once, stir them around for about 30 seconds or so, and then drain them on a plate lined with a paper towel. We just want to toast them until they release their aroma in the kitchen. And then these beets are going to go into the skillet that we cooked those anchos in. And in just a couple of minutes of stirring, they should be softened. Those look tender now. I'm going to let them cool to room temperature before I combine them with that fresh-made ricotta and finish this little appetizer. Now it's time to put this thing together. I'm going to scoop a cupful of our fresh-made ricotta into a bowl here. Add the cooled beets, sauteed with olive oil. I have chopped up a bunch of toasted peanuts. Put about half of those in. I'll save some for a garnish. Some chopped parsley, and about half of this ancho that we toasted. Mix everything together until it's really well blended. Season this now with salt. Remember that the cheese has no salt in it at all yet, and neither do the beets. Then I'm going to scoop our fresh cheese and beet mixture onto some grilled bread, top it with some chopped peanuts and parsley, a little crumble of ancho, and some cracked black pepper.